Good morning. So I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit of my day. I'm going to try to do more vlog style videos because I think I enjoy them a lot. So I'm just going to share with you a little bit of my morning routine. So I woke up this morning feeling a little weird. I had weird dreams last night. And so I journaled about them this morning. So that's one thing that I like to do every day is journal. And I like to dissect the meaning of dreams because they do help you dig a little deeper into your subconscious mind. Also note, I don't have a standy thing on my phone right now, so if the video's shaky, sorry. But then moving on, so I dissect the dream this morning in my journal, kind of ponder why I'm dreaming certain things. And I think it's also really important to keep your journal next to your bedside table because, well, at least in my experience, when you do dream, as soon as you wake up, if you don't write it down right away, you tend to forget it. At least that's my experience. And so I try to write them down, and then if I'm still tired, I'll go back to bed. But today I just woke up. And then, so I dissected the dreams, and then I love this book, Instant Healing, by Susan Shumsky. Anyways, and she's got a bunch of different healing mantras and stuff like that for all kinds of issues and things that you're going through. So I like to go through this book, kind of pick a few of the mantras to say in the morning and kind of shed the energy from my dreams in the previous day and start fresh today and set more positive intentions. So that's another thing that I like to do, is set the intentions for the day. And then I like to either write a to-do list, and I'm also having coffee in the meantime. Coffee time in the mornings is my thing. And then I like to read if I have extra time. Right now I'm working on the Science of the Mind book. It's pretty hefty, but it's really good, guys. Okay, so in my smoothie for today, I'm going to base it on what I have in my fridge. So I like to cut a big chunk of cucumber and add that into my smoothie. Give it a nice little wash. And then I cut it into chunks into the blender. So every morning, as much as I can. Sometimes I don't always have a green smoothie, but I try to at least have one green smoothie a day. And so that's done. I always put some spinach. Sometimes I'll put kale, it depends on what I have in the fridge, but I always have spinach in the fridge, so most of the time it's spinach. And I like this because it doesn't leave like such a green flavor, you know what I mean? It's not like overly green in taste, especially in the morning. So I'll give myself like a good handful. I don't like to measure things either. I mean, if we were to measure everything, it would take like double the time. So a decent amount of greens, handful, give it a quick wash. I also have you on my not regular stand, and so I have to crouch. But that's that. And then I separate it in two, plop it in. Okay, then I like to add a chunk of ginger, like a hefty chunk. So I'll do a knob. I'm gonna take a pretty decent chunk. I'm not gonna take the skins off. Why bother? String of cilantro. I'm gonna keep the stems on because the stems are green and green is good. Okay, put that in there. Now I'm going to sprinkle in some hemp seeds. I kind of just estimate like a tablespoon, a little bit more than a tablespoon of that. And then I'm going to do some chia seeds, same portion. And then I have this great camu powder. Now, this is a superfood. It's got like 750% of vitamin C in just a teaspoon, I think it is. Yeah, 1 teaspoon. That's insane. So I don't actually put a lot of this. I'll just do like a little dash. And then spirulina, which is another superfood that has all amino acids. So it's a complete protein. And then I like to do a handful of pumpkin seeds for some iron. A little spoonful of collagen powder. I'm going to add some turmeric today. Turmeric's really good. It's a great anti-inflammatory. You can make turmeric lattes with the powder and some milk. A little bit of honey if you want. And I think that's good. I'm gonna add a banana. They're still green, so I'm gonna pick the yellowest one I have. And when they're still green, you can still eat them, obviously. And it's actually interesting. So when you eat a greener banana, you're actually getting prebiotics, which is the food that the probiotics you take requires to thrive. And so it's a win-win. Okay, so I add some filtered water to about halfway up the ingredients. So my water is going to about here. I like a more liquid smoothie. And now we blend. Smoothie. Now this will fill my jar up probably twice and I consume the whole amount. So I'll usually just sip on this for a little bit before while I'm doing some work on the computer this morning. I haven't touched my computer yet. My internet's been off for the whole morning. I disconnect the internet every night before going to bed. And I just find that I have such better sleep. I'm actually recalling my dreams a lot better as well. I think it has to do with the interference of the waves and energy waves in the room. So just a note. So I'm gonna enjoy my smoothie. I like to take the time in the morning to take my vitamins. I usually take multi, caprylic acid. I am taking adrenal supportive vitamins right now. This is actually called Adrenasense. This is really good to take after or during stressful periods because your adrenals do get fatigued if you're overwhelmed. I'm currently taking a vitamin D emulsion, ashwagandha, for an added energy boost. And then I take my probiotics, which are in the fridge. I take 2. I take the Renew Life Ultimate Flora for women, and then I take, oops, my camera's all wacky, and then I take Boulardi. So all these great little things to note. Then I have a mirror here. Hello. And so I like to just take a check out of myself in the mirror, send myself some love and vibes, drink my smoothie, take my vitamins, and then I sit on the computer and work. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so I was just writing a little bit for my blog there. I packed up the rest of my smoothie for the day. And now I'm feeling a little cold, so I'm gonna go sit in the sun, get some vitamin D. Here's a progress on the beautiful peonies. So I'm just gonna sit in the sun and then I'm gonna go walk the dog and start my day. Have a good one, guys. Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great night. So I wanted to talk to you guys about now, which is the benefits that I've recently discovered of Epsom salts bath. Now, we all know about the traditional ways that you can use Epsom salts. It helps alleviate muscle tension, it helps you relax and all that good stuff. If you have magnesium in your salt as well, that can be absorbed into the body, which is really great before you go to bed. But Epsom salts, or salts in general, I would say, actually interact with your energy body and help clear your aura. So when you're feeling a little overwhelmed with your energy, or you don't really know what's going on and you're just kind of stuck, maybe try taking an Epsom salts bath. Essentially what you do is you just pour 1 or 2 cups, or you can sprinkle in as much as you kind of please, but I think I tend to do 1 or 2 cups in hot water, and you just let your hot bath water sit with it. You can put some bubble baths if you want for like extra aromatherapy, which is nice. And then you can do whatever else, you know, light a few candles if you feel like you're in the mood for that. I don't always do that. I don't even always put bubble bath, but right now it's just the salt. And then I like to have this time to tune a little bit more inwards. And so I always make sure that I have the things that I might want. So I make sure that I have a nice big jug of water. It's all still laid out there. I might as well just show you now. So what I have, my journal, because I get a lot of intuitive hits when I'm in the bath. I have my book in case I feel the urge to read, which I did not today. Instant healing book for the mantras. I have my laptop, which I did start my bath with listening to Bridget Nielsen, her new video that just came out. My water jug. This is something I got at Shoppers. Always make sure that I have everything that I will need for the bath. So yeah, that's basically what I do. And then some intuitive hits that I got today in the bath. You know, we're made up of water, right? I think it's 70% of our bodies is made up of water. And so it makes sense that water is one of those things that is nurturing for our bodies. And so one of these things that I liked to do when I was a kid is dunk my head underwater, and I would just sit there and let like the whole water just submerge me. And it made me realize while I was there that I could hear my heartbeat, and I could hear my breath more clearly, and I can even hear my voice more clearly, and it had a resonance. And so what I started doing was singing some ohms. So you can go and you hold. And while you do this, you're actually creating ripples in the water and vibration and resonance. And the tub itself is made up of what? Metal? I don't even know. But it kind of holds the sound, and it creates more of a resonance. So it's kind of like a resonance chamber in your own house, really. So what I would suggest is for you to try this and see how it makes you feel. This also works on an energetic level too, right? So you would just be in the bath and you're focusing on your heart. And again, if focusing on your heart and sensations of love feel cheesy, then just focus on bringing peace into your body and that sense of relaxation and calm, and just go from top of your head to the base of your feet and just allow yourself to relax. Soften the neck, soften the body, let yourself sink. Which is also part of the reason why I like to dunk my head, because that releases the tension in the neck, because you're not having to hold yourself in like a weird bathtub position. I really think that the bathtub is a really healing opportunity for a lot of people to do this. The other thing that came to mind was the realization, this is more so for women, but men, if you're listening and you have women in your life, then maybe it's worth sharing. Emery came back from this lady who, I'm forgetting the name, Sandra Rollis is her name. And she has these yoni meditations. And she talks about yoni baths, and so I would recommend you take a look at that. Sit in a sumo squat where you squat down, your feet are wider than hip width. Squat down, you bring your elbows into your knees and you push your knees apart, and you bring your hands to your heart. And so this is a really optimal birthing position, essentially. And so I got to thinking, and I was kind of like, well, why don't women do this all the time? You know, prior to having a baby. I mean, this is all preparatory in a sense, but it's also really important, I think, because it helps you ground your energy into your womb area and into your lower chakras as well. And that hot water will help soften and soothe the lower body for you and help you soften your glutes and everything like that. But I think that's a really important thing to start implementing. And so I'm sharing that insight with you tonight, and I hope that it helps some of you guys, and maybe let me know in the comments below if this is helpful. Because I for sure think that, like, why wait until you're pregnant to start softening that area of your body, right? It's just kind of counterintuitive. And having taught yoga and having seen a wide variety of students stretch out their bodies, sometimes it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. And so I think it's best to just be prepared and ready for when it happens, right? And I think it would probably help women have better births and maybe make the process a little bit less terrifying, right? So I don't know, give yourself a go with that. I like to see what my body is asking for, and so tonight I'm feeling a little creative. And so I'm going to be setting up my paint, and I'm going to be trying to reconnect with this painting I saw in a dream. So I had this dream last night that I was walking through what seemed to be a house with these canvases everywhere, and they had a little bit of a Van Gogh vibe, but they were all like, there were some landscapes, but a few faces as well. So I'm going to try to recreate what I had envisioned and see what happens. Not try to get too stringent on it. I don't like to create art in a structured way, in a sense, because it gets me out of the flow. So I'm going to be setting up my camera next to share the process with you. So come along, guys. I hope you enjoy. This reminds me of high school, and our art teacher would always play Smoothie music, and it was the best. So that's what I'm going to be listening to tonight. This specific song is called Alegria. For those of you who don't know much about Cirque du Soleil, it's actually a Montreal-based circus that makes all their own music and sequences of acrobatics and dances and stuff, and they're phenomenal. They put a lot of effort and work into their stuff, so the music is really great to work to. So I have my setup here. I actually forgot my candle. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get that. Okay, so I'm back. I have my lighter, my candle, and I'm gonna set my intention for my painting. And so my intention for my painting today is to reconnect to that dream I was telling you about, and to see what comes up with the whole, I guess, Van Gogh inspired-esque looking painting that came through. So I'm just lighting my sweetgrass. I love this stuff so much. So, it smells so good. And then some sage as well for getting rid of any negative energies, cleansing, clearing the space. Sage also smells really nice. I'm going to cleanse this canvas. I actually found these canvases on the side of the street, like a bundle of rolled canvas. They're just really paper, but I'm going to use them as canvases. Because it's really hard to buy canvases right now. Okay, that's that. A little bit more sweetgrass. Okay. Positive energy. I'm gonna light my lights. Okay. So I'm gonna time lapse and show you the process of today's painting, or this evening's painting. It's 10 p.m. I had the urge, so we're gonna flow with it. So I hope you enjoy. Bye. Okay, so I'm having a hard time figuring out if it's complete or not. So I'm just observing it and kind of spending time with it. And at this time, I like to look at things a little closer too. I appreciate like all the strokes and so it's getting pretty late, so I'm going to call it a night, clean all this up and go to bed. Thanks for following my video and my day, and I hope that you have a great day and are a little inspired to paint and find time in your life to be creative too. Sending you love and light. Have a good night, guys. Bye. Hey guys, so I just finished my painting. I did a little bit of extra stuff to it. I added some more white around the moon, stars. So this is it. Finished product. And so this was in my dream. Sums it up pretty well, actually. Hope you enjoyed watching. Have a good night, guys. Bye.